Hey guys, I'm just going to go over some of the things for the 21 Day Fix meal plan. I know a lot of you guys are doing the 21 Day Fix or the 21 Day Fix Extreme. They're both pretty similar. I'm mostly going to be talking about just the regular 21 Day Fix. And the 21 Day Fix Extreme, mostly the biggest difference in the meal plan is the competition countdown with carb cycling. So if you have specific questions and you're in 21 Day Fix Extreme, reach out to me and I can definitely walk you through that because I have a lot of experience in carb cycling and kind of the competition countdown program with the Extreme. So I'm assuming that you have already watched Autumn's video on the 21 Day Fix, and remember that's in the file section. That's how you access that. And she goes over the containers, she goes over what is in each container, and how to calculate your results. So just really quickly, I'm just going to show you really quick what it looks like. So from Autumn's video, you're going to calculate your target calories, and then that's how you'll know how many containers per day that you're going to be eating. Okay, so I'm going to assume you already did this and kind of like, okay, now what? Now what do I do? What's next? This is what I do. So after I've figured out my calories, what I do is I like to write it down on a piece of paper. You can be super creative. You can do this on the computer. There's trackers, 21 Day Fix trackers. There's a 21 Day Fix tracker app, which I highly recommend. It's kind of fun to keep track of your containers. Personally, I'm a pen and paper person, so I just write it all on paper. And I like to plan out week by week. So typically for 1 week, I'll pretty much eat the same thing. I'll make 2 different types of dinners with leftovers, and I'll eat leftovers for dinner. But for me, budget-wise and simplicity-wise, it's easy for me to eat the same thing for a week at a time. So, for example, and I'll post this in a picture of this in the comments below, but I like to color coordinate and write down all my meals. So at the very top, it might be backwards, I hope not. Anyways, you're gonna see that I'm in the 1500 to 1799 calorie range. I get 4 greens, 3 purples, 4 reds, 3 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 4 teaspoons. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is that I have all these, is I'm gonna space them out. So typically, I like to space out proteins and vegetables first. Like if you think, oh, I might have a hard time getting in all my proteins, space it out. Okay, so for example, I try to put a protein, let's see, I have 4 proteins. I'm gonna space those out. I might do breakfast, lunch, dinner, definitely a protein, and then a snack with a protein. Or if you want a bigger dinner, do 2 reds for dinner. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna write breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. And depending on how many containers you have, you might have 1 more snack after dinner. It just depends on how you space out your containers and your containers, basically. So, for example, breakfast, I have a red, that's my Shakeology, and I have a purple, which is a banana in my shake. So I space them all out throughout the day, and I just kind of tally them in. So so you can either tally them up first, or you think of specific recipes. So for a snack, I know I want Greek yogurt and blueberries. That's another protein and fruit. For lunch, I want a salad. So that might be probably 1 or 2 greens. I don't typically tell you to count your greens. Like if you have extra greens, I feel like that's okay. Like sometimes in the little green container, it's like you shove your salad in there and it's like this much, and I feel like it's lettuce. You can't really eat too much lettuce. So if you want extra lettuce for your salad, don't worry about that. I don't. I just dump in a bunch of spinach. I don't actually measure it in my green container. So if I want a salad for lunch, I do green, blue, oh, this isn't a salad. I'm telling you it's a salad. But basically, I'll do a salad. Blue is hummus. My yellow, I have a piece of toast. And that's what I have for lunch. So or I'll have it with a hard-boiled, 2 hard-boiled eggs is a red. So I'm planning out based on my colors. And so I'll post this as an example, and I'm more than happy to work with you guys on actually making this meal plan. So this is what you do next. Like, you need to plan out your meals, and once you have your meals planned out, then you write your grocery list. Okay, so for dinner, for example, I switch it out. So maybe Monday through Wednesday, I'm eating one type of meal with leftovers. So I'll do like chicken, like I'll make a whole thing of crock pot of chicken, and I'll have rice and some sort of vegetable for the side, and that'll be for a couple days. And then on Wednesday night or Thursday night, I'll cook for the rest of the days, like Thursday through Saturday. I'll have the other meals, and I always kind of leave options open. Like, if I'm going to go out to dinner and I want to make some healthy choices for if we go out to dinner, I'll leave like a day where I don't have so much leftovers, if that makes sense. So after you have your meal plan with foods that you want to eat, that sound good to you, you're going to have this all out. You're going to make sure, go back and check, make sure you have all your containers, and then you're going to make your grocery list. Tips for a grocery list: I break it down. I write down proteins, and I write down all the protein section, and then I'll write produce. So that way when I go to the store, it's quick. Okay? So another tip here, I feel like I'm kind of all over the place, but another tip: have your carbs, your yellows, and your fruits, carbs and fruits, have those in the beginning of the day. So probably before, I would say before 3 o'clock. That's just kind of a metabolism tip. You want to eat your carbs and high sugar things like fruits in the morning, so your body has enough time to burn it off. I don't recommend eating a carb or a fruit like right before bed. With dinners is fine, but I don't recommend, eating like a carb or a fruit right before bed, because your body doesn't have time to metabolize the sugar. Okay, so after you have your meal plan and you have your grocery list, you've gone grocery shopping, you come home, and then it's time to meal prep. I do this, I typically go shopping on Saturdays, and then I meal prep on Sundays, so it doesn't feel like I'm taking up so much time. And meal prepping is going to get faster as you get better at it. It only takes me about 1 to 2 hours now, whereas when I first started, it took me like 3. So just be prepared. It might take you a little bit at first, but you're going to get better if you just stick with it. So some meal prepping tips. I cook everything at the same time. So I'll have hard-boiled eggs boiling, my chicken in the crock pot, I'll have ground beef on the stove. Like, I'm cooking all the proteins at the same time. While those are cooking, I also have a pot of rice going. I'll be chopping up my vegetables and putting them into pre-portioned bags so I can just grab my snacks and go. So having everything prepared ahead of time is what is going to help you be successful. Obviously, there's some things that you can't meal prep too far in advance because it'll go bad. So if I'm making chicken for an entire week, I'll freeze half of it. So I'll keep out a couple days, maybe through Wednesday, and then I'll freeze the rest of it. Okay. Things that do not freeze well are hard-boiled eggs, vegetables. Don't freeze those. Just do those as you go. But hard-boiled eggs will last a while in the fridge, so you don't have to worry too much about that. So I'm making everything at the same time. Okay, I'm pre-portioning my fruit. I'm putting it in a container for the next day. And I typically will make sure my lunch and all my snacks are ready the night before. So I'll prep a bunch of stuff and have it in the fridge and in the freezer. The night before, I go through and I have everything ready for my lunchbox the next day. Okay, I'm a stay-at-home mom now, so it's a little bit different for me now, but I still have things like pre-portioned and ready to go for a snack so that I'm not tempted to grab something else that's not as healthy. So, but when I was working full-time, you bet I had everything ready the night before. So right in the morning I woke up, I just took everything, shoved it into my lunchbox. I didn't even have to think about it. So that's kind of the order that I do, and I hope this was helpful for you guys. Please, reach out to me. Meal prepping is my jam. I love it. I love meal prepping. I love helping people make meal plans. I love it. So please reach out to me if you want help. We can FaceTime, we can chat on the phone, we can message, whatever works for you. I'm here. That's why I'm your coach. Meal planning and prepping is probably the most important thing when you are looking to see results. Okay, if you fail to plan, you probably heard this before, if you fail to plan, you can prepare to fail. Okay, your workouts are only like 10 to 20% of your results. Okay, you could do all the workouts in the world, but if you're eating like crap, you're eating pizza and cake and you're eating junk, and you're not going to see results. And stick with your portions too. Like, so if you go out to dinner, you guys will notice you'll start to get better at being able to judge portions. You definitely can still go out to eat. It's totally possible to go out to eat and look ahead at the menu. That's what I do. I look ahead and, okay, what am I going to eat if we're going to Red Lobster? I look up their menu, look up the healthiest option, and then I'll usually, once I get it, I'll only eat half of it, because usually the portions are huge. So I'm going to stop there because I'm rambling. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You guys are gonna rock this. I'm so proud of you already. This is a lot. This can be, if this is your first time, this can seem really overwhelming. So just know that that's normal, and you're gonna get better at it, and pretty soon it's just gonna be automatic. Like, I don't even think about it anymore. It's just my routine. It's my lifestyle. It's my lifestyle to have to eat healthy and plan my meals out. Like, I plan my meals every single week. I've been doing that for 3-4 years now. I plan my meals every week. Not only does it help me stay accountable, but it's easier. It makes it easier. It makes me not spend too much money at the store. I know what I'm going to eat. So yeah, anyway, okay, I'm going to stop, but I just wanted to make this quick video for you guys, kind of walk you through what I do. Please feel free to ask me questions. Post in the group so that other people can see your questions. So if you have questions, other people might have tips to help you. Check out the 21 Day Fix Challenge Tracker app. That's kind of fun. And Pinterest has lots of recipes, 21 Day Fix approved recipes. Share with us. If you find an awesome recipe that tasted delicious, share with us. And yeah, great job. You guys are doing awesome. I'm so excited to work with you, and let's rock it out.